feet. And by the time we get up there, we're going to see enemy on our radar. We're going to shoot them. And then we're going to bug out. And once we clear off them, we're going to climb back up to 40,000 feet. And you're going to find out with less than 2,000 pounds, you can easily fly the 100 miles back because you're using altitude. Now, for the fight, you can launch at 40,000 feet, but start as soon as you launch, you get your locks, you lock them up, you fire, you roll over almost on your back because you don't want to lose that lock on them for a while, and you start heading down at a 60-degree oblique angle to them.
So you crank them, yep.
Yeah, and the reason you're doing that is you're not losing them outside your gimbals, and you're also getting into thicker air. And by rolling over and turning in a direction, the missile's going to come off their rails, it's going to be locked on you, and it's going to say, oh, I need to lead that guy by about 2 miles.
So you're burning all its energy, yeah.
Well, it's not so much that, is he's trying to lead you so much that that missile's way out in front of you, so it's real easy to take a turn, another turn. Once you've gone active, take a turn to the left, and now he's been pushing that way and burning his fuel and just about out of it, and now that missile's got to turn left to try to follow you some more. So at that point, you could take him in a left-hand circle, and you can watch him fly right behind you. So it's just another tactical thing that you want to look at. But I'm just gonna show you that it really doesn't matter. You can pretty much get down to nothing and still make it home. So parking brake is off. Taxi lights are on. Make sure your blinkies are off. They're right to the left of your throttles.
Chief, place the wheel chocks.
Oops.
Make sure your strobe lights are off.
Copy. Wheel chocks are now in place.
Okay, so flood, everything. Warning caution lights, chart. Let's see, radar.
Everything's going to kind of flick off. You're going to have to reset your EW page, so plan on it. When you get in the air, you're also going to have to reset your SA page. Plan on it that way, and don't forget to turn on your taxi light since we're at an airfield. If you're on a carrier, even at night, you don't turn your taxi lights on. They get really mad about that. Not that we're being that accurate.
Okay, so what lights did you say to turn off?
Turn off your strobe lights. They're just to the left of your throttle. They're the first switch to the left of your throttle. And they're right beside your throttle when it's at throttle idle.
Okay, so your position lights then, okay.
No, not your position lights. You want to turn, position lights should be off, and strobe light. The strobe light's to the right of...
Oh, yeah, see, I can't see it because of my throttle. Where the hell, how do I get my head in the right place?
Step on your brakes
Jesus.
just a teeny bit. Step on your brakes just a teeny bit and push the throttle forward and hold the mouse in your hand and just click it off. And then pull it back to idle.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Position lights, strobe lights, enemy planes, the AI planes can see them for miles. At night, they can see them for lots of miles. And so they can catch you on the radar, look out there. Oh, I know exactly where that guy is. I'm pointed directly at him. I'll pop the guy.
Copy.
And they will.
Wheel chocks are now removed.
How you doing back there?
I'm just getting behind you here.
Okay.
Are you on a runway run?
No, we're just getting on 07 at Kutaisi. We're on the edge of the, we're on the whole short line. Where are you?
I'm coming up on you then.
Okay, are you coming down the runway or on the taxiway?
I'm on the taxiway, yeah.
All right.
I'm gonna have to start wearing shoes. These rudder pedals are freaking cold.
Supposed to get down to 38 tonight. So
I live in Canada, man.
I know, you're talking in Celsius. Oh, well, that's
Yeah.
okay. Syndicate lives in Holland.
It'll get
Amazing.
down to minus 38 Celsius pretty soon.
Yeah, it won't be
Yeah.
long.
Worst we get is like -5 or something.
Oh god. Lucky you.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm on the center lane. Take the left lane or the right side. It doesn't matter which one you take, but take one side or the other. Okay, and what you want to do is you can put your mains, your left main if you're on the left side, on the white line. Where are you going?
I thought you guys were trying to train something, so I'm getting out of your way.
Oh, we're just fine.
Alright.
Where'd you go? I'm still looking for you back there.
I'm coming up behind you here. Just about to make the turn onto the runway.
Oh, okay. Oh, there you are. I got you now. If you get on the right side, just come up short. You don't want to be directly behind me because you'll be in my jet wash, and that's not good. Okay, start slowing down. You want to get your cockpit to my cockpit, where my wingtip, they match up as a line, like about a 45-degree line. So you need to come forward a little bit. Come forward.
Yep, just spooling up here.
Right about there. Right about there. Stop, 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 stop. That's close enough. You see my my missile and my head and your head were kind of in a line. That's a normal close parade flight regime.
Okay.
That's where you're going to fly formation, okay? And so I'm going to take off in full military power. We're not going to use
burners?
afterburner.
Okay.
Right, and I'm not going to go beyond. I'm going to only go up to 300 knots, so you can catch up to me and close with me. And let's see how you do getting close to me, okay?
So do I want to hold my brakes until my engine's fulls?
This is how we're going to do it. You're going to step on the brakes. I'm going to call it. I'll say brakes on, and I'll say spool them up full military, and then I'm going to say release brakes. And we release at the same time, all right?
Okay.
All right, so brakes are on. Oh,
Yep.
okay, before we do that, once we rotate, we're going to rotate at about 160 knots. That's
Okay.
You're going to pull back, and you're going to go to 10 degrees nose up. And you should not overspeed your gear and rip your doors off in full military power, okay? So as soon as you rotate, you better be reaching for that landing gear. And there's a little secret about the radar. Your radar goes active as soon as the gear goes to full extension. In other words, there's no weight on it anymore, okay?
Okay.
So when you're taking off, if you glance down to your right DDI and you see the sweep line start sweeping, it means your gear's good to go up.
Okay.
That's the first indication you're going to get that you're safe to put your gear up. If you do it any sooner than that, if there's any kind of weight on the wheels, it won't go up. And if you're not paying attention, you look down and you say, oh shit, my gear's not up. And guess what it's doing? It's going beep, 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 beep. You oversped it, okay?
All right.
So once you get up, positive rate, you're climbing at 10 degrees, your gear's up, put your flaps up, and then check in. Say, I'm off, green jet. And then I'm going to say turn left to 050. It's only a couple of degrees. It's about 10, 15 degrees, and we'll be at 050, okay?
Sounds good.
And that's where we're going to climb out at, 10 degrees nose up. All right, so brakes are on.
Yep.
Powering up, full military power, the nose drops, release. And here we go. And you can have nose wheel steering, but you don't want high at all.
Right.
Okay, I'm at 135, 150, 160. Rotate. Nice smooth back. Keep coming up.
Whoa.
Gears up. You just found my wake?
Yep.
Okay, flaps are up. Go to
Yeah, your wake just about fucked me over there and threw me to your left side.
Can
Wow.
happen. All right, I'm slowing down to 300. Going to maintain 300. So that's your target speed. Let me know when you're cleaned up.
Yeah, just getting up to 300 here.
Okay, are you cleaned up? Your gear and flaps are up?
Oh yeah. Yeah, green jet.
Okay, check left to 050, so it's a gentle turn. Right like that, just try to stay with me. And at 52, rolling out. And we're at 050. Okay, 10 degrees nose up, 050. Now we need to fence in.
What?
So fence, go ahead.
Oh, sorry,
I'm a little teeny bit fast. I was at about 315, so I'm back down. So we're 10 degrees nose up, 050, doing about 300 knots. And we're fencing in, so that means your master arm is on, your air-to-air is on, and you're in TWS mode. And there's bad guys out in front of us. That's interesting. They're showing at 80 miles. Now they're outside of the 80 miles. Oh, you know what we didn't set? I apologize. We didn't set one other thing. And that's your HMD. Your HMD has to be set. And if you think you can do it while you're flying here, hold with your left hand, get your mouse in your right hand if you're a righty. And let's go down to 5 degrees nose up. We're going to push the nose over gently to 5 degrees. And we're good right about there at 5. Okay, what you need to do is click your menu button on your... What happened?
I just sped past you.
Yeah, and you're also kicking out a hell of a lot of flares.
I hit the wrong button.
Yeah, and you want to kind of put them out. You only want to like 1 or 2 at a time every push button.
Yeah, I was running a program. I didn't set it that.
All right, so the next thing you need to do is, okay, like I said, you're climbing at 5 degrees nose up. Okay, and go to your right DDI and click the center button at the bottom. And you want to click it until you're at supplemental, and the middle button on the left says HMD. Click that.
Yep.
Okay. Once you click HMD, on the right-hand column, the second button down on the right-hand column, you're slowing down quite a bit.
Oh, what the hell? I should have my auto throttle control. That's weird.
Yeah, it'll do that. It'll do that because you're climbing.
Oh,
Okay.
I see.
So right now we're still doing the HMD. On
Okay.
the right. Now you're in burner. Come on to burner. There you go. Just go full military power. You'll be fine.
Well, yeah, I think I might have to set the might have to put a dead zone in because the retention on my throttle, as soon as I get to that, it seems to want to put me into burner, or
You're
even
in burner.
before that. Yeah.
Yeah. Just be careful with it. All right. So there's actually a formula to set that.
Yeah, I'll have to
All
figure
right.
that out.
So right now we're climbing at 5 degrees and we're just kind of cruising. You should have clicked your HMD.
Yep.
And in the right column, the second button down, it's boxed. It's BLNK, unboxed.
Yep.
Go down to where your normal menu button, it says 5417 or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
You want that. Right to the right of it, there's a mid setup button. Click that button.
Yep.
All right, once you click that button, to the right of that, you'll see it says 35 and there's arrows pointing up.
Yep.
click it all the way up until you hit 100. If you go past 100, you got to start again and go all the way up to 100 again. It doesn't go backwards.
Okay, it's at 100.
Okay, once you get that at 100, now you're going to go back to your attack radar, and everything will be running fine in your attack radar. And when you go back to your attack radar right now, you're going to see there's a bad guy. There are bad guys right out in front of us. They're approximately 70 miles away, and they're going kind of left to right. I'm going to get in front of you just a little bit. They're 66 miles away right now.
Whoa!
Out there in front.
Jet wake rocked me. That was cool. Yeah, I got him locked with my TWS.
Okay, I'm going to go to the left. You go a little bit to the right, and then point towards them, and go into burner right now. And you notice they just went off. The reason that we picked them up is because they were in our H&D. And now we're still heading towards them, but they're probably jamming us because they're mid-29s. So let's come back close to about 050, 045. Somewhere in that neighborhood. They should show up in front of us here pretty shortly. And double check, make sure your EW page is up and running. Make sure that your SA page is up and running the way it should be. And I think right now they're either going away. When you lose sight of them like this, it means they're going away from you.
There's no closure, right?
They were beaming us enough that they could, we spotted them for a minute, and then they disappeared. So you won't see them on your SA page, you won't see them on your radar. Once they turn back into us,
there's a brick.
All of a sudden they're going to be right there. We're also low and slow. Stay in burner, and you should be ready to come out of your drop tank. So hit your jettison button. Okay, I got them off to the left. They're lower. I got a pair of them there, and they got to be jamming us. They are jamming us. And the reason we know they are is because at the very top of the screen there, it's got a J. And there's 4 of them, and they're all 29s. You should have just gotten
Yep, just got notification. Yep.
You see the nails? There's 4 of them. And if you look at those yellow triangles real closely, it says 29 on them. Now you can click on these guys. Remember I told you your pinky button?
Yep.
They're jamming, but you should be able to lock them. That one's 44 miles. Let's see. That one is 43.
Yeah, so they're in the dugout up here for me.
All right, you should be leveled off and getting speed up. I'm doing Mach 1.36. We got mountains right here. You can go into the valleys after you fire. They're going to be shooting at you. One thing about Russian airplanes, they're shooting some IR stuff at you. So once they launch on you, you want to come out of burner. So you're going to do a hard left 60 degrees. They're almost on top of us. They're locking us. They haven't fired. It's a soft lock. I'm trying to pick up the closest one to 29 miles. I can see them now, tally. There's a shoot Q, Fox 3. There's another one, Fox 3 on the other one. Looking at that guy, no shoot Q yet. Shoot, there's 3. And let's see if we can get that last guy. Shoot, there's 4. I just fired. Now I'm diving and going hard left, looking at my radar, so I keep them in gimbal limits. Coming out of burner now. They're only 14 miles away. I don't see any of their missiles in the air yet. I got them fully notched. I'm going to turn back into them in a second here.
Why am I not getting a shoot queue? I'm getting lock within range.
That's a good possibility. Turning back in. Somebody's in real tight. I got a bad guy right there. Fox 3, I just got fired on.
Fox 3 times 2.
That one fired on me. Trying to turn away from him. Still got him firing at me. Turning back in. There he is right there. Oh, I got hit. Damn it. Look at all those missiles out. Holy shit. There's a close one in on, who is that? Deal. Hard left. You're right on top. Keep coming around to the left. Left. He's above you, 21,000 feet. You're pointed at him right there. Look up a little bit. If you can fire on him, he's only a couple of miles away from you. Now you're turning away from him. You need to turn back to the right just a little bit before you overshoot him. He's above you at 30,000. He's 20,000 feet above you, almost straight up above to the right. See him?
Fuck, he fired at me!
That one didn't shoot, but the other one did. He just fired at you, the other MiG-29.
Fuck.
It happens. I got shot. Seneca's still in luck, but he's got two chasing him right now.
Yeah.
And we only got one kill out of that mess. That was pretty bad.
Oh man. I should probably go to bed anyway. Oh
It's
god.
been a long day for me. But anyway, you're getting an idea about it. Watch it. They're right on top of you. They're off to your left.
Yeah, I'm getting.
He's looking at that guy to the low guy. He's full out with you.
Trying to
And
hide
he's-
the mountains from him.
He is hauling ass. The other guy's 14,000. 13. They didn't fire and they're turning away.
Yeah, they lost him.
I would stay in here for a little bit.
Yeah.
They're trying to turn back into you. If you got anything that can go to the right, I would stay in the mountains to the right. You're going into a valley right there.